Hello, everyone. We're back with another Lions League podcast. This time I'm joined by two other admins, SY Orionasim and Aya. And this time we're also joined by two of the players from other teams. We're joined first by Bunny from Komanyeong and also by Skeeter Prime from what's the team again? Sage plus 4 actors, sorry. This is the carry player, Sage plus 4 actors, and the offlane player of Komanyeong. Last time we did the power rankings, me, Aya, Krul, and SY. And when we did the power rankings, that was before we knew what roles some of the teams would be playing in. So we tried to guess the teams' roles. We guessed correctly for these four teams entirely, but we did not guess correctly with the other teams. So things we got wrong was we did not know the roles Magician's team were playing. So we assumed it was going to be like Bunny, Carry, and like Bunny, Carry, Bunny, Ree, and Macian like in the offlane together and Draz 5. And we got, you can see these are what we got wrong. It was actually Macian, Carry, Bunny offlane, and then Bunny, Ree, and Draz both sharing the support role. As for Skitter Prime's team, we thought the team would put Skylaw as 5 to like give their best player a good shot, good lane, but they decided to keep the Skylaw Miguel synergy and play Skylaw almost just mainly as the 4th player. We got Flagon's team right, we got RB's team right, we got Utoski's team correct, and then I think we got Krul's team correct. We got this one because, this one they played this in the scrim, so we assumed they will keep the same for officials, but the officials came around, they just swapped their mid and their carry. So they made Sugar their main mid and Muslim made their main carry. And for this one, in the scrim, they tried this, and I guess they didn't like the results because in the official game, they swapped it back to what are the logical positions. They got Nosh on carry, Ren offlane, and they put Shadow on fire duty. So those were like the changes from what we thought was what actually happened. And now, before we do this week's, we have couple of more changes. One on Sugar Baby's Sugar has dropped out. It's been replaced by ZTZ. So this is probably be ZTZ playing mostly carry role and Mosal will playing mostly mid, but they can swap as they showed in their game 3 of the last series. Another change is Fifthos from Team Heiki has dropped out. And he is replaced by Infinite Sky or Yang from so Yang is probably going to be playing mid exclusively, and Putoski is probably changing his role to carry. But otherwise, the other roles are more or less the same, and this should be the correct and final player roles unless there are people changing them again. So this time since we have two new guests, we'll give priority to them. So I'll give Skeeter Prime first go. Skeeter Prime, do you want to try ranking the teams, like talking about the teams? What do you think their strengths, weaknesses are, and why you think the teams belong? Yeah.
All I know is first place team, for sure. My team, the best team. If we are not winning this, I don't know what to say, but there's a 99.9% chance of my team winning it all. So I will put my team as first place. You guys can laugh all you want. We are winning this.
I love the confidence. I love the confidence.
Nice. Yeah. So you're saying this team is 6 plus 4 actors. This team is first. Yeah. Which team? Okay, go. Give me the rest as well. Give me 2 to 8. You can go in any order. You don't have to go.
This is a bit hard.
You can start with the bottom if the bottom is easier. You don't have to go in 2 to 8. You can go any order you want.
Bottom team. I'll probably put the Trappy team.
Trappy team at 8?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's rough.
But the team.
That's rough. That's rough.
You want to give any reasoning? Like, why do you think they're 8?
I cannot say for sure, but they were not the strongest team. Okay. That's all I can say.
Okay, that's fair.
They've lost every game, no? So far?
They've lost every game. Like, they lost 2-0 to my team, which was this team. And against you guys, they had that game 1 with the GG incident and they lost game 2.
Yeah, but I think, I don't know, this team is not the strongest in my opinion.
That is fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
I don't really know other group teams so well, but all I know is Meijian is going 7th place. That's for sure.
Asian is going 7th place. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
And now I'm left with a few teams that I do not know, but I've heard that whoever Arthur is, I do not know his
Arthur is
team.
ZTZ. ZTZ is Arthur. The Sugar Babies player. The player who
Oh
swapped.
yeah, they are. Yeah.
You played
They
them week
swapped.
1 and then they swapped their mid for Arthur because the mid dropped out.
I would place them very high. Maybe 3rd place. I would put them.
Babies in 3rd place. Okay.
And then I would put Nosh team in 2nd.
Push team in 2nd. So you're putting Don Ban Tinker at 2nd.
Yes, because they have the best carry in the league, and I believe in the team. The synergy is building in the team. I can see the vision.
See the vision.
So
Okay.
we're left with this team.
Yeah, I will put the Chiffon team 4th place, lower bracket round into 4th place. So
Oh, this long ass name. Yeah. So we're left with.
maybe I made some mistake, but it's fine.
Yeah,
I
reorder them if
will
you think
put
something is wrong. But yeah.
the Ziming team in 5th.
Oh yeah. This is the fun name.
Actually, maybe can put the 2 last teams up and maybe put the JV team in last place.
Oh, I was about to question that. Yeah. I will.
So this is what you're going with. Sage plus 4 actors first.
Yes.
The Man Tinker. I'll
This is
also give you the results for the
100%.
other games. You want to see them? Because Milo Nico beat Patapim. You
Yeah, I
guys
know
lost to
results.
Sugar
I've seen the
Baby.
results.
Yeah.
But I'm very sure this is the correct ranking.
Yeah. Just something. Iron Girlfriend did beat Don't Ban Tinker 2-1. Do you think that would affect your ranking or no? Like this team did beat Nosh's team
Yes,
2-1.
bro. But they beat them first game, so it does not count.
Okay, that's fair.
And they struggled too, so it wasn't like super clean win.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
wasn't super
it
clean.
was the Nosh team will improve time by time. They will become better and better. The bond is there in that team.
Okay. You think they're going to become stronger? They're going to come back. Okay. You're going with this as your final order. Yes.
100%. And this will all come correct. So.
And who do you think could be like the players to look out for? It doesn't be any specific team. Just go through any of the teams, any players you think are really you noticed were good, or you think like either you played against, or you heard, or you think that are good.
I'm actually not sure. I've played against. What team did I play against? I played against the Trapity and
Played against Sugar Babies and you played week 1. You played against this team, but they had Sugar instead of ZTZ.
Yeah.
And week 2 you played against this team.
Yeah.
I actually think we should have won the first game too, but as a first time, it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
I think we won like every scream, but it's screams, so they are not really serious. We're all just trolling, and I think the later team was not that good. I think they have a mid lane issue, but
Okay, mid lane issue. Interesting. Okay.
I think
Wait, which
the
team?
guy
Which team is the
on
mid lane issue?
The week 1 team or the week 2 team?
the Trappy team. The Trappy team.
Oh, the Trappy team. Okay,
Okay.
saying okay. That's,
Okay.
interesting.
I think he's just maybe too good at throwing games.
Okay, that is a fair assessment of his gameplay.
That's a fair description, honestly.
Or maybe my Sage is too fucking good at mid. He gets last picked Huskar versus Tiny. Huskar starts the lane with boots, and he somehow is able to get a blink dagger in that game. So maybe my team is also very
Maybe
good.
Sajid is too good. Maybe Ritsu is not Oscar player. Who knows? But yeah.
I
would have to say though, like Sage was eating dirt until you make space for him to farm. Actually, like he was like 3K net worth in like I think 10 minutes or something.
He did his job. That's all I can say, and we won. So
yeah.
Props to my mid.
I mean, you have to agree that your techies did a very good job as well, right?
No, my techies did not know what his fast had done.
The techies had the axe in his backpack.
My techies was playing with Aghanim and Netherlands in backpack the whole game, and I wanted to question him, but around the minute 40 mark, someone on our team questioned him, and turned out he didn't know what he was doing. So
Who was it? It was a Shin? A Shin, right?
I
Yeah,
think,
it's Shin, it's Shin, it's Shin, it's Shin,
yeah,
it's Shin.
yeah, it was.
Uh,
But I think we have also like on the safe lane we have like improved a lot. So I have last game I tried drafting. I mostly did some dictator draft, but this guy asked for techies, and I was a bit happy to give him techies because he has played warlock for like 20 games or something. So maybe he can
Yeah.
play something else.
okay, that's fine.
But I think he did a good job because he mined all the high ground, and enemy did not expect the techies to be mining high ground while we were we were fighting. So
You're winning. Yeah. Okay,
it was
interesting.
a very very good game to win.
So the
But
week one of sorry, yeah, continue.
yeah, I wanted to say your team we're playing next. I think it's also a very easy team to win. Chiffon
Oh.
Dota,
Woo!
one
Woo!
hero pool mid laner. I'm just gonna ban his hero, and I think will be an easy win. He
Woo!
has bet money that he can win the next game, but I'm pretty sure he will not.
Oh, I like that.
But
Challenge issue to Chiffon.
okay, guys, I have a question for you. What do you think like the odds would be for that match?
The it's gonna be the chiffon match versus your team, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yes,
All
yes.
right. If we're a betting site right now, I think it will be the ratio will probably be 1:3.
In whose
Wait,
favor? 1:3.
The three is Flygon's team, of course. I mean, and the Velo on Curry Parlor, of course.
yeah, that's fair odds. I took
Yeah.
that odds too. So they are saying it's 1 to 5, but
Nah, I think
I
that's a
think
little too
that's unfair.
much. That's a
Yeah.
little unfair. Yeah, 1:3 because first your team already just won the series. You know, they're all in a good. I assume there's a good morale. Assuming there's a good
I
morale,
think
and then
the enemy gave us a free GG. Not sure how that.
yeah, the free two. There's the. I
Eh,
think that's the first 2-0 in the whole league so
No,
far
no,
in
there's
first
there's,
6 weeks.
there's Popcorn Potami hasn't won a single game. They have 2-0 last week also.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Yes. And then the Group B games both were 2-0 this week. Both the Group B
Oh,
games.
okay.
So like there's a first
Yeah.
week was like we badly had 2-0s, and the next week is like almost all 2-0s. This is the
But
only 2-1 is this game.
well, I'll add a comment regarding the Curry Parlor team. If you notice, all games have been they're longer than 40 minutes. It's either they lose in 20 minutes or they win in 40 or 50 minutes. That's all I'll comment. So yeah.
You do? We're
In
the talent
my
of this league.
in my kind of opinion, like in between like your team and Flygon's team, right? I think if you guys like spend 8 bands on Chiffon and send Miguel, not Miguel, sorry, Skylar chase into like Sage lane, just so that you want to beat him up and shit. I think you guys like you're gonna crush it because like the safe lane on their side is just plumbing, bro. Like they don't do shit. Miguel could
I've
just 1v2
seen.
and nothing will happen. I mean
I've
that's I
heard the
mean
words about Flygon, Gyrocopter, and Nuga.
yeah. I mean the plumber is there, like he's just plumbing
Uh,
away, doing nothing. I
but it's
mean
okay, bro. I will ban SF, and I am sure my Sajid got this. He will 24 Lone Druid, and fuck this guy.
How
24
how
lone
how is
droid.
Sajid not gonna like
Holy
get this
shit.
if like Chase just keep on rotating to just bully Nico, right? So like that's also something to consider. I heard the stories 8 bans on his hero. Like who the hell cares about the other? It's either he
Both the scrims
1v9 or he
against them,
doesn't,
they
right?
banned eight Nico heroes both phases, both games.
I think we might have banned too much. I think we might give some heroes.
Anyways, Bunny, do you want to start with your rank now?
Wait, before we start, buddy. You heard what he said about you? Huh? Are you just gonna just lie down and just take it like that? Say something.
An instigator, a shit stirrer.
Who, me? You're asking me or?
No,
No,
he's
I
asking
see that
Buddy.
Skinner Prime was saying about like the KMY being very weak. You're just gonna sit there and just take it.
Honestly, because like I can't even speak for my team because we don't even have like a finalized team yet. Like Dress is like we don't even know if he's able to play or not. Like
Yeah,
I think
he's able to play. He
Draz
told you.
able to play right now. I think just schedule the games on weekends and Draz
Yeah.
can play.
yeah, and honestly, like I hate to say it in front of my team, but like we haven't been able to like organize even a scrim, let alone like learn with like
Yeah,
like
I
watching
think your
replays and
team
shit.
is the.
Like, that hasn't happened yet at all.
Yeah, I
Like
think
I've
your
tried
team is the
to.
only team does not play a single scrim. I believe. I
Yeah,
don't know if RB's team has played a scrim.
I
I
wouldn't be
haven't asked them,
surprised.
but I know all the other teams have played a scrim, at least one.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because we have two EU players.
Yeah, it's
So
hard to organize the time, and then 2 EU
yeah,
players, one guy is
exactly.
working.
Exactly. And Dras was like unconfirmed of like for like the first 2 weeks of whether he was able to play or not. So yeah, I'm hoping we can organize some scrims before the next series, and maybe we can improve from there. But yeah, so far it's because we didn't have Dress. That's why you can see like we got 0-2 in our last series.
Oh, interesting. Okay, you see,
So
if Draz plays next series, you have a chance. You're going to go 2-0. Speaking of
uh,
that, before you get to that, Skeeter Prime also, I want to get your. What do you think? What do you think the last game week, or who do you think is going to win and lose the last weeks of games? Predictions for the games, basically.
I think Sage Actors 2-0,
Okay.
Vilon and Nikos. I
Okay.
think Sugar Baby is also 2-0.
Okay.
Noshti will also 2-0, and Team Aiki is
Heiki is this team, the JF team,
I
and
think they will
I.
get 2-0. This is full 2-0 week.
Okay, you're saying this
Everyone
series is
gets
going to be
2-0.
all 2-0s, there's no 2-1s this week.
Wow.
All
Yes,
2-0s, and it's going
all
to be
2-0s, all
Sage plus 4
2-0s.
actor, Sugar Babies, Iona Girlfriend, and Rumba Tinker winning.
Correct.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense. That actually makes sense because in the first and second week of the league, this is where some teams actually get stronger, and there are some teams that actually implode. Skinner actually has a point that there's gonna be full of 2-0s. In the first week, there can be full of 2-1s, and it's very inconsistent because it's the first. There are some teams that never scrim with each other, or maybe they don't even know each other, and that's the first time they play. That's the first time they played together. Such as the Ayano GF on the first week, their first match, they played like bots, and then suddenly in the second and third map, they know how to play Dota all of a sudden, something like that.
I think maybe it's because a certain.
I agree with Skinner.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
because a certain player got to play TP in game 2. I don't know.
You can hate all day. You can hate all day.
Bro, that's not hating.
Saying-
That's saying that
No
people are
shade
just
that
letting
day,
the TB go,
Yeah, why are people not
against
banning the
RB.
RB TP? Is what we're trying to ask.
I mean, we have immense respect for his TV, but I mean, like despite like we shitting on him most of the time, right? Like you're just trolling him. I mean, he has like so many games on TB. He knows what he's doing on that hero, right? Like I'm just baffled by like people not trying to ban it against him. He has like 100% win rate right now on his TB in this league right now.
Yes.
Like, yeah, that's what you're trying to say, making a point.
Anyway, trying to give Bunny a
Hey.
chance.
Hey, it's Bunny. What's your rank, Bunny? The
our ranking.
Yes.
The first one that I'll copy Skater Prime on it'll probably be Heiki as well at the bottom.
Yeah, date.
Because I feel like my only reasoning is just we were very unorganized as well, and we pretty much should have beaten them if we didn't like accidental GG on the second game.
Happened was supposed to be a 2-0, yes, in your favor.
Yes. So obviously, like we being like such a disorganized team, like 0 scrims, someone like not being able to play possibly, and we like kind of like just walk over them really, and that shouldn't happen, right? Like
Yeah.
so. They'll be at the eighth place.
In their defense, they played one scrim and they haven't played any scrims since then. So they're like they're on your level more or less. Like there's one more scrim that you guys do. That's just it.
I just feel like they're what do you call it?
The players, maybe. Or
It's the roles selection is a bit unbalanced.
the
Like
low rank cores and the high rank supports were trying to bring over,
yes,
right? Yeah.
yes. I feel like they need at least one person taking one of the core roles,
Yeah,
like
because
specifically mid or the safe lane.
yeah, because they
Otherwise,
can.
it's like
Yeah,
they cannot control the tempo of the game.
yeah.
Like
I get what you mean
coming out
because
of
like look at this team, like 21-10, 4-7. Like, your team has a 4-17 is at the lowest, I think, and then you have 17-10, 13-9,
yeah
17-17, 17-11,
yeah
17-13. Like all the teams have chosen to put their high rank players on core roles, and then this is the only team
exactly
where neither of them have like the cores together are 10 points, and like
yeah.
that's everyone's like lower. That's everyone's the lower side of the points. Like half of everyone else's points. So that is
Correct me
like
if I'm wrong, but didn't they like have like some player role changes
no,
like in the
no,
first
no. The
series?
carry dropped
Or
out. So
the
Putowski
carry
moved to
drop.
carry, is moving to carry, and they got a mid sub for the same points.
Right. Okay. So that's another like reason that I can put in as well. Like they've just changed a new play, have a new player changed in, and they'll have like uncertainty and like instability within their team. So who knows? But just judging by that and them like almost losing to us really easily in the first series, I think I'll have to put them at least below us
Also,
because I think like outside of them we're doing pretty badly as well. So yeah.
I'll also clarify one more thing. Putowski actually right now he's maining carry in pubs. He's playing exclusively carry in pubs. Even before when he was in mid, he was still playing carry in pubs. So I think he'd rather play carry right now. Shiftas
Okay.
was like more of a mid player. I don't know why they put these roles instead of putting Putowski carry and Shiftas mid. I think they should have done that with the whole team. Anyway, right now Yang is also like a mid main, and he's played with Todd, and John just played with Todd. So like Todd kind of knows these two, and he also knows Toski. So I think this team might have more synergy, and they're playing more of their natural roles at the moment. So it might
I
I
see.
think the team will be better, but I still agree with
Yo,
you. I think
Flagon.
they'll probably be last. But yeah,
Flagon, this is
sorry.
not your turn to not your turn to do power
No, I'm just
ranking.
adding
Can
the
you let Mr.
clarification.
Bunny can you let Bunny talk instead?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, money.
Okay.
Keep going.
Um, I'll have to go back to the top of the rankings. Just looking at it again right now. The most balanced team that I've seen because I've casted a few games and also played them myself. Um, I would say like the most balanced team would have to be Mersomir's team. Like um, that would be near the top of my rank. I would just tentatively put that at the top first.
We can move them around later, no problem. You can put them,
Yeah.
move them up and down during the
So
game.
yeah. Um, the other two teams that I think like would be like at the top half, but not at the top, would be your team, so Velon's team,
Yeah.
and Skater Prime's team. My reasoning is the games that I've seen. Um, I think like just based off the games I've seen. Okay, I don't think I've watched Skater Prime's first week's games, but the second week I casted myself, and I think like both of the games, they've like lost most of their lanes, if not like they've lost most of their lanes on go even, and they've really relied on Skater Prime to just like you know carry them throughout the game. And obviously, like all the props to you because like I watch your games and like I saw you do like all the plays that you did, and think that yeah, you've just been carrying your team. And I'm not sure like if you're match against like some of the other teams that I can actually like capitalize off that and just steamroll the game and just win off that. That's why like I can't put you like at the top at least.
If you think that a skater player has a bad game, like his team can't help him, back him up, basically.
Oh no, it's just they're I feel like they're relying
They're
too
too
much on him.
reliant
It's
on
like
him.
four protect one. Yeah, it's four protect one. Just like the team name, kind of. Except it's not Sage. It's Skater Prime there.
Okay. Okay, I think it should
But
be
yeah,
skater prime plus 4 actors.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
interesting.
yes. Um, but between the two teams, it's hard to say. I feel like it's just like
We can
I
put
don't know.
them
It's hard
both
to
at second and third shad if you want to do that also.
Yeah. I cannot choose between them two. Like they're really good.
Because we did do that for a week for the earlier thing. The see Kroll had Knightley's team and Todd's team with the same ranking. You can do that if you want to
Oh,
do that.
Right. Okay. I might still move them down. I think like
You can adjust these later if you want. If you're not sure for now, you can go to the rest and come back to this later also.
All I
Yeah.
can say is that after Saturday you can change your opinion.
Okay. Uh, I'm 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 open
I like
minded.
that.
So,
I
so
love it.
when I see the games, I'll know. Has Nosh played second week? Who did I play again? I
Nosh
don't think
played
I
both.
watched the series.
Nosh played both the weeks. Yes. Nosh week one.
Shadow is the one who didn't play week 2.
Yeah. So Nosh week one he played against RB's team. They won game one and they lost game two, game three. And then Nosh in week two they 2-0 Heiki. Charo didn't
Okay.
this week Charo didn't play. They're playing with Seri instead as the sub.
Oh, okay. All right. Hmm. Well, that's hard to judge because I didn't watch their games. But I was like really impressed with them in like the first series because like specifically both Nosh and Knightley. Like I felt
Nosh
like those were they were like the
standout
standout
player.
players for me. Like when I watched the series, the first week series at least. Um, but I still feel like their mid lane is a bit like iffy. Like sometimes, like I feel like when he should win the lane, he doesn't win the lane. So like, I would have to put them slightly below like the second and third team. So
Here for
yeah,
now, and
just
then you
put them
can
there for now. Yeah. Uh, ooh,
three
Mega
teams
Woods
left.
mid.
It's basically left with RB's team, the Ritsu Troll Treppy team, and your own team.
Yeah. Um. Let me think. I might actually put us um as seventh. Ah,
This
I'm
week,
very pessimistic. Yeah, I
your
might
own
put
team.
us as seventh. Yeah,
Okay. Komanyeong at 7.
because my reasoning is I feel like our lanes just don't do well enough sometimes. Like even if we pick like heroes that are like counter lanes, last picks and stuff. Like I think we just have a lot of draft issues right now, and I feel like I are we playing against Treppy's team next, or who are we playing?
You're playing against Nosh's team, Nomban Tinker. You're
Notch's
playing
team.
against
Okay.
this team next week.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think like we're not
Very organized.
capitalizing off like like sometimes we do win lanes. It's just we don't know how to play with each other. Like I said, like it goes back to like us not having scrims. Um, we're just not making calls together and capitalizing off our one lanes and just like trying to salvage the other lanes. And as a result, we can't really you know
There's a lack of proper
leverage
game
anything.
plan, lack of cohesion, lack
Exactly.
of idea what to
We're,
do
we're
mid
playing,
game. Yeah.
playing not to lose instead of playing to win.
Yeah, you're not
And
doing
so
active,
because
you're just reacting to what
yes,
the
yes, you
other
know
team
your
does.
turn, Saigon. How many times? Please,
Yeah,
let it talk,
exactly.
bro.
And that's why I will put us at seventh, and I will put Pak Patatin above us, just right above us, because of that. Because I've watched most of their games, if not all of their games, and they are the most throwaway team. Why we say that is because their early game. Um, let me see here again.
The lanes?
Okay, the early game might just be the best out of everyone here,
Interesting.
from what I've seen. Yeah. So they just been really throwy, especially like I don't know, like they just buy the wrong items because of overconfidence, doing buybacks and like doing questionable plays. Yeah, it's just that. Like maybe it's because like they are very confident in their early game and lanes, and they just don't buy the right items to finish the game. That's why like they keep losing to comebacks. Uh, and I am on GF. RB's team. I'm thinking of like the placing between the fourth and the fifth. Nosh. And RB's team. I would put RB's team above Nauseous.
They did beat them after all, so that is also fair.
Yeah. Am I happy with this ranking?
You're happy with
Yeah,
the bottom 5? Top 3, you want to change the top 3, or do you think that's still fine? This order is fine.
yeah, the
You wanna
order's still
share
fun. It's just the second and third team I would like, have like the either or
the
for
shared,
them.
okay. So shared second,
Yeah.
third.
Yeah, I cannot pick between the two.
You can't
Like
pick yet.
because
Okay, like
the
Hero
style
Prep
of
say you'll know after Saturday.
the style of play that they have, like at least from what I've seen, is like very similar, except
Totally understand.
except they're having it on like the different roles. So that's why I have them like that.
Yeah, okay.
Any other thoughts that I have?
I mean, Skip probably would know about like the buyback incident. He literally
Yeah.
paused him and
Yeah.
keep his
The
ass
Star
in.
Rider TPing into the top tier 2.
No, the buyback, the one on the Husker.
One on
I
Husker.
think there were plenty
Oh,
of
that one I don't
buybacks
remember, but I
across
do remember
games.
like him dying quite a lot on the Husker. Yeah.
I think he offered us both games. Let's say he was very, very nice guy. Because I think we lost.
Bro, you literally ask IQ test him, bro. You IQ test his ass, bro. What do you
Jesus
mean?
Christ.
Because I IQ test a lot of people. Because this league, let's say, has very strict rules, but maybe it's too far. But maybe they allow some account buyers in this league. I'm not pointing out names. Shifon might be one of them. Ritsu might be one of them, but
Actually,
we
I
will
might
see. We'll see.
like remove my either or, but it's just based on one question. Skater Prime, I have a question for you. When you drafted Beastmaster, was it always just for you, or were you guys planning to flex it
Yes,
to your 3?
literally, I'm Mangekyo, bro. My guild is Mangekyo. Everything is Mangekyo. So I will be playing Beastmaster every game.
Okay, I won't change it then, because I
I
thought like
think.
you guys would have like
I
have that
mean,
as a
we
flex
tried
and like
flexing it once, but it went very bad. So I
I
think I
don't
will be
think
playing it for now.
Okay.
Miguel
Okay.
plays
In that
Beastmaster.
case, yeah. Because if they had that, I would actually rank you guys higher. Because for me personally, I think like for Flygon's team, they cannot do that. I feel like their heroes with like what they play at least. I think like there's very little room of like flexing. At least from the heroes that I've seen they pick. So, but if you said
Alright.
you weren't planning to flex the heroes that you picked, then it's fine then.
Alright. I'll
I'm
tell
happy
you
with
what, Skitter. I'll tell you what, Skitter.
What?
You just fell for Bunny's trick question. Because now when he plays against you, when he sees a first pick Beastmaster, they know that the other cores don't play Beastmaster.
That's what they think until they see it for us.
Okay. On that, okay, wait. On that note itself, Bunny, what do you
Mhm.
think about your
You
mid getting
just
figured out in the whole series against Ayan OGF?
It is what it is.
dude, you can't expect Bunny to talk shit about his teammate live
No, I'm
in
not
public.
asking him to talk shit, bro. I'm just asking his opinion about it.
Dude, stop being instigator. Stop being a shit steer.
I feel like it's our fault for not picking the other hero that he played in first phase on the second game. I
Yeah.
think they banned
They banned
what was
Puck
it?
and didn't ban Pop, I believe.
Yes, exactly. And we should pick Quap for him, even if it's
And
just sacrificial in the mid lane. At least like he would be able to do something. But I think like he kind of insisted on like playing a different style of mid from like playing against DP in the first game, and he was like he didn't want to like play a sacrificial role in the mid lane, so that's why we decided to go with a more farming heavy mid lane in the TA and like give that a try. And obviously that didn't work. It goes back to us not having scrims. So yeah, what can you do?
One thing I would like to ask is also, okay, since it's Puck and Pop, and the first phase has either 3 or 4 bans, right?
Mhm.
Like, I hope you guys, I don't know if you guys have one, I don't hope there's a plan prepped for in case then the future teams just ban both of them against you. Like, I hope you have some kind of backup plan prepped. Because right now it's going to be rough if you go on with a 2 hero pool player on a core role and then they just ban those 2 in the first phase.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
know, you know who that reminds me of? And serious,
Who?
Raimi, who only plays two heroes in offlane.
Nyx and
Nix
what
and
was it?
Axe. Oh, Bunny remembers. Bunny remembers. Unreal. Bunny
I know he loses
remembers.
Nyx. That's all I remember.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
an interesting hero pool. Anyway, yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
your turn to become the content.
Wait,
Okay.
before this, like what do you think about the bracket prediction for like week 3? Like the
Yeah.
series, how do you think that they will end up with?
oh, I haven't seen. Can you go back to that page? Oh, but to answer your
So,
question, Flygon from before,
yeah.
who knows? Maybe we might flex. What was it? Maybe I'll
Well,
play mid and he'll
oh,
play
maybe the
offlane.
money mid is
Yeah,
coming back. Let's go.
maybe I don't know.
Okay.
If worst comes to shove, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay. Money is
Yeah.
ready. Anyway, these are the week 3 matchups. So, what do you think your prediction going to be for the games? Like, who's going to win and what
Um.
score?
Automatically, Heiki will be 0-2.
AK 0-2. Okay.
Yes, yes. I don't think they stand a chance against that team.
Okay.
That's RB team, right?
It's RB team. Yes, this is the RB
Okay, yeah,
thousand team.
yeah. No chance. I'm sorry, but no chance against them. Um, and I'm playing Nauseous team. Nauseous team. Might be close in 1 or 2 games, but we don't know yet because we haven't screamed with Draz. Draz hasn't played, so I can't say.
You played Draz week 1
Maybe.
though, right? You played with Draz in the first week against AK.
Yeah. I actually really, yeah. I was. We were playing well. It's just he hasn't been playing at all, like he's been busy, and 1 week of not playing can like really affect your play in the game. So not sure. So not his team. Who's the offlane?
Off
Ren and
lane is
Knightley.
Ren Knightley.
Ren Shadow. Really hard to say. I think it might be 2-1. Whose team? I
Okay,
don't know.
okay, so
I
2-1
I
either
don't know.
team.
2-1 either team. Yeah,
So whoever wins
2-1
is
either
going to be
team.
2-1. Okay. In Group
Yes,
A?
yes. Velon versus Sage. Oh, this one's spicy because that's what I said, right? Like they're playing like the same styles but like on the
Yeah. Well, we have the
different
mid and we have the
roles.
carry.
Yes, exactly. So that would be a very fun. I want to watch that and possibly cast that if I can, because I think that would be like a very fun like series to watch.
You can put your name down because
Um,
probably who will cast need somebody to join them anyway. So yeah.
mm, mm. That one I put aside. First, I'll speak on the other one.
Okay.
Sugar Babies and Pim.
Yeah.
Sugar Babies.
Group
That's
babies
Mersomia's team,
is
right?
Arthur, Muslamia, Universe, ChatGPT, Mesmer against this team.
Oh, okay. That I think that would be a wash, honestly.
A wash in
Two
Sugar Babies'
zero.
favor.
Yes. Sugar Babies will win. I think they're actually like the most balanced team. Did I say that?
Sugar Babies, I think. Sugar Babies?
Yeah. Did I say that before? Like when
I
when you
don't
asked me.
know.
Yeah. You said they are the best fans team. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they don't have like a weak player. That's my main reason. Like I just look at them. It's just like no weak players at all. Like I always see them win lanes and like they know what they're doing. They know how to play together, which is the most important thing. Like yeah.
You have
But yeah.
no idea. I'm holding back the urge to flame people, but I want to flame people.
You'll get your
I
chance.
want
You'll
to
get your
flame
chance.
so hard, bro. I
You'll get
can't.
your chance. You'll get your chance.
I feel like from my interaction and like with people like in the Discord for like a past week or two, I think that I'm not sure if you guys were memeing, but like I think like Universe is like kind of underrated.
I mean, we are probably just
At least
memeing
from
a
what I
lot on
see.
him.
Yeah, at least from what I
Yeah.
see in games, like I feel like he's
I mean,
pretty underrated.
when I was casting, was I casting? I don't remember if I was casting the game between like on game 2, where there was like the whole Arthur 1v9 and then like Nico 1v9 on the other side, right? Like
Mhm.
his spellcasting on Mars was actually good, but it was just very like dubious on his like item choices, and like he's using like spells on creep, and then he doesn't have like spells literally like 5 seconds after in a team fight kind of thing.
Yeah, I
We
saw
are
that.
only
Yeah, I was
flaming
casting
him
that
for
game.
that. Yeah.
I
Not
remember
really
that.
flaming. I'm just saying, it's like, cause it's very normal to him, right? He does it a lot. So it's kind of just like a habit, you know, kind of
The
like
bad habit is
it's
what you said.
it's a very
Yep.
bad habit.
Yep. I see.
I
I
mean,
see
he
your point.
bought Octarine, right? And then he expected, like, you know, I would have cooldown in the fight. But then, like, you know, being the good players on, like Nico and Vlone, they see the moment he see that he already speared, right, they just gonna go and kill off the sniper and everything. I mean, it was a good play from, like, Flygon's team, but it was also, like, super bad on his side because he showed that he used his spear on the creep wave. It's obvious, right? So it was just that, you know.
I see your point. So like
Yeah.
he obviously has his mechanical skills. It's just like sometimes the decision he
I'll
makes.
get to
is-
that team a bit later when it's my turn. But yeah, you want to your prediction? Or you're not still not sure.
Uh, let me think again.
Just these two teams.
This would depend on if you pull up or not, dude. Flygon. Specific. Yeah. If you pull up, then maybe I would. Yeah. I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
One thing I will say is that me and Nuga actually after the last we actually did a decent amount of lane practice. So I don't know if that's going to show
Oh.
in the official, but you'll see.
Okay. If I'll be happy to be surprised then.
Yeah.
I
But yeah.
cannot decide. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll give it to Skater Prime.
Okay.
I'll root for it. Yeah.
2-1 or
I think it
2-0?
would be 2-1.
2-1
2-1.
Skater Prime. Okay.
He's just
Yes.
being generous. He's just being humble.
I mean,
Right.
what do you think about like the whole kind of goofing around, you know, in the general chat where people were like having employment letters and stuff like that? Wait,
I
are you
think
enjoying
that
it,
means
Bunny?
the team is like exploding, no? Like the post 5 running out of contract. There's like no replacement. The post 1 will be
Holy shit.
sad. I
Oh
think it's
my
very
god.
serious because this like the CEO writing the letters, right? It's Cammy. It's not Vlone.
You know what? Fair. I'll give that to you. Yeah.
And finally, last thing, Bunny, before we move on, which players do you think will be the high impact players? Can be across any team, whatever, like any role, any team,
Do I have
any
to
number of
pick
players.
one of every team or?
No,
No,
give me
no, okay. I
any,
mean, let me
any
phrase it
number for any
properly.
team. Any
For the
number for
first
any
2
team.
weeks, that you have seen, who do you
Uh-huh.
think is like the MVP, like across all the games?
Across
You can choose
all the
like one or
games,
two players, you know.
one or two players. Okay.
Yeah,
One or two for the entire thing, you mean, kind of thing. Okay.
yeah.
Can I choose 3?
You can.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Go.
Okay.
Any outstanding players that you think, you know?
Fuck, that's actually hard. Can I choose 4?
Bro,
Both,
just
okay,
just choose
just give me
whatever.
give the
Just choose.
names. Give the
Yeah,
names.
just give the names,
Okay.
bro.
Chiffon Vilo,
One alone.
Skater,
Either.
yep, and ZTZ.
It's easy.
Yep.
Wow.
Those are the
Solid
stand-up
list.
players for me.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Um,
So back to you again. Sorry, but you just interrupt you a bit. Skater Prime for you because I had never asked you about this, except for yourself because I know you're gonna choose yourself. Except for yourself, who else is like? Do you think that is like outstanding player?
I am not gonna choose myself, bro. I'm a humble player. But
Nah. You have like the
actually,
the Isagi kind of white, bro.
for me, no cap, the highest improvement has been my post 5.
Him?
I have played scrims with my post 5 and I did not think I would pull up to the next game to lane. But he has proven me wrong and I think we have like 100% win rate on lane together after a few tries, you know. We've been winning like Beastmaster into Bristol lanes, Beastmaster into Kunkka lanes, everything you can think of. He's my number 1 and then number 2 I would put probably Nosh.
Was
Of course, Nosh the GOAT.
the goat?
Yes, and I would maybe put Vlone in a. I mean, not Vlone, Chiffon in a good day, but depends if he gets his one hero.
He gets his hero. He gets his shadow fiend. What you're trying to say?
Yes, maybe if he gets his Shadow Fin. I think
and if I were to
that's
rank
all.
mine, right?
Yeah. Go
So
ahead, buddy.
Chiffon, Vlone, Chiffon, Vlone, ZTZ, and Skater Prime. I would actually put Vlone top first.
You're on
I
top.
feel like
Okay. Give me your
yes,
reasoning.
they always lose they always shaft his lane. Like he would pick his hero super early, so he gets countered by the carry lane. And he would always like have like massive impact later, despite like getting shafted and like not getting any
Yes, he can
farm at all.
sacrifice and still has like good impact.
Yes. And obviously I'm an offlane player, so I'm very like very biased for that. Second would be Skitter Prime carrying your team. I don't have to say much. I've watched enough. Probably Chiffon then ZTZ. Yeah, Chiffon then ZTZ.
Even though
yeah.
ZTZ beat Chiffon?
Yes. It's just because like he's able to make something from nothing as well. Like
You think he
would
had a
like there was
harder team to carry than ZTZ?
Yes. Like I remember the game where he was playing Earthshaker mid. He was like 6th or 7th on net worth
Yeah.
at one point against
The viewer kept going mid and the Kunkka beat his lane. Yep.
yeah, and somehow they were able to come back off his spell castings.
Yeah.
Like solely. He didn't have items, so he could only use his spells. And they were able to win it. So that's why I would put him above ZTZ. ZTZ I'm putting him there because he just had better like lane partners. That's why like he was always got like a secure lane, but like in fights he is very like impressive with his game sense, like knowing when to like press spells and what to do, who to kill, and all that. He's just I cannot fault that, so that's why I put him there.
Any other
I mean,
notable
going
players
back
you
to
want
the
to shout out?
Vlone thing, during
Uh-huh.
game one that they play against like Sugar Baby, he was eating dirt on the Thai Hunter. He had to go for
Yes.
like the first item use, and he
Yes, yes.
did like came back all the way to like the top net worth
Yes.
in entire
That,
side
that is
at one
that is
point.
exactly the game
Actually, okay,
which
I'll
made
give
me
you
put him
guys one more inside information. That game, like after the draft was over, he told G and Nuka that the first item is going to be used this game, and he also bought Yules for the same reason because we play against an Ursa and Kunka. So like the plan was always to like, buy Yules first, even if he won his lane, he was going to buy Yules first item, even if he won his lane. That was always the plan. It wasn't he was suffering, so he bought Yules. It wasn't that. That wasn't the reason. The Yules was actually always part of the game plan because that was the entire game plan was to buy Yules and like use the box from the Yules and kite around and save each other. It was the plan from the end of the time the draft got over. So that was not like a reaction to the lane going bad or anything.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, that was the game that I was really impressed by from him.
Interesting, right? Anybody else you want to shout out or nothing else that's particularly notable for you?
RB's team since I played them.
I think we should just continue on because like I think we're taking a little bit too much time here.
I'll try
Yeah.
my best to be super
It's like
fast.
still have
also.
like 3 more to go.
Did I
Yeah.
All right, so let's go. So wait, we're making a power ranking based on after these roster changes, also, right?
Yes, it's what current roster is. The current roster.
All right. So in the 8th place, believe it or not, I'll actually put Patapim.
Damn, Ritsu haters eating good today.
Because number one, I have several reasons. So first, as in the first power ranking, I accept what the community has said. The admins are doing plumber rankings and all. We put this guy in number one because I thought, everyone. As I said earlier, my reasoning was everyone already knows how to play with each other, despite they're not that super high armor average. You should know that their supports are not immortal at all. The cruel guy just recently got immortal, so I don't know if you really want to count that. And it shows in the games that both support duo really were lost. They didn't really know what to do. And Abyss admitted in the team chat, I'll link a little, guys. He was playing in a Steam Deck in the week 2 matchup. So I don't know, guys. Do you want to play a Steam Deck player? And remember, and then also, guys, I don't mean to be racist here, but remember when 23 Savage says, I'll only allow 1 Pinoy max in a team. This is 5 Pinoys, and of course, it implodes, and boom, it just implodes. And also, you should know that there's only very few select ancient players in this league. There is, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you count Petoski because that's a 4. Nuga, Petoski, Nuga, and Treppy. All right, yeah, and then Flygon. I could say among these four ancient players, Nuga is possibly my best ancient player here, or ancient or divine, whatever. Nuga is probably my best choice here. Cheppy, I had high expectations, but he was building wrong build, wrong skill build, everything wrong. And then Flygon, no comment. And then Plutoski, I can see he's trying his best, but when you make Plutoski play against, some god and gods, he was playing against, who was this match on week 2 and week 1? His
Han
week 1
Solo
was
and Bien.
against
It was Han Solo and
Han
Bien.
Solo and Bien. And these players are like,
was it Han Solo and Deep? Was it Bien? I think it was Bien. Yeah.
yeah, they're like 2 or 3,000 MMR more than him. And although he has experience having matchup that's not in his favor, but hero wise and also skill group wise, he has experience and he for some reason can play around it. But so far, it hasn't happened in this league. That's all. And then yeah, Pagpag to the last, definitely. There's how to summarize it. Steam Deck player, all Pinoys, and support duo, questionable support duo, and they technically the only team with only 3 immortals. Actually, the only team with 3 immortals, and all the team is like 4 immortals or 5 immortals. That's all.
I mean,
Wait. Oh, that team is 3 Oh.
I mean,
Wait,
Ah.
can I say something? Because I think
Go.
this team may be very bad, but I think they also have like the highest potential.
Okay,
Because
that's true.
I think their carry player was very solid, and I think maybe the Ritsu guy can someone can leash him, can put him on a leash and like.
I agree.
I
I
think
honestly
this
agree.
team can be
I-
very high. Like if
I've
they
watched
actually.
all their games. They've almost like always steamroll their lanes and like just lose to comebacks for some reason. They just tilt. That's all. That's their problem. It's not a
Yeah.
play problem. It's the
mentality
game
problem.
attitude problem. Yes.
You guys are calling them the bet boom or something?
Possibly, yeah. The
Maybe
Filipino
the
bet boom.
Ritsu guy needs Subway Surfers in the background and.
Definitely. Definitely.
But yeah, their carry
Definitely.
player, like I cannot fault him. Like I've watched all his game, he's like super duper like stable. Like even in the game where he lost as Drow, he still managed to like kind of come back and like have a lot of impact. So yeah, it's just I don't know. Sometimes like they just tilt too hard on the other players.
All right.
Okay.
So my 7th place will definitely be uh no. I'm confused between Komanyeong or what's the name of the team? The Heiki, right? Yeah, Heiki. I think I'm gonna put
You can
okay,
shash
here's
this one
here's the
if you want.
sad part. Here's the sad part. I still don't know if Jazz is really gonna play. Because I'll be honest, Jazz is a really win condition player.
Raz is gonna
You
play.
may
Raz is gonna. I assume Raz is gonna play.
At least for the
okay.
next week, he will.
Let's assume Jazz gonna play, right? Okay, okay, then Komanyeong 6th place for sure. Because I believe in Jazz. For me, he's really a good steal for a 1 point player, and he really keeps the team morale up. I like his vibe. That's all. And Heiki, and the reason why I put them a little higher than Pagpag Patat team is because I might sound a little biased, but I subbed for this team just for 1 game, even though I'm quite busy in real life. They got a new sub thanks to me. I put Infinite Sky. I can say it's a definitely huge upgrade. It's a huge power spike. I think all they have to do is improve a little on their drafts. And I really love Jay. I really love playing with Jay. I really love his positivity. He probably needs to be a little more, I think, a little more assertive with the way how he thinks of Dota and tell his team like, yo, Cynthia, I want you to play a meta support that's strong in lane instead of picking Lion 5 and griefing the lane. That's all. I think the
Yes.
lane actually I think I can see the team getting stronger, but unfortunately a little too late. But don't worry, this group stage, right? No one's getting eliminated in last place, right? So I really pray for them for a good playoff run, and potentially make an upset. And of course, who doesn't love a Plutowski upset, right? So the 5th rank. Okay, this is the hard part.
Wait,
Mid
wait,
in the
wait,
top
wait,
three.
wait.
Yo,
Do you
go.
think that? Do you think like Jave should be like kind of like be Zenith? You know, like because Zenith is also like the like the dog leasher. In the team of like
Okay.
RB.
I'll get into that. I'll get into that. I'll get it. When I'll explain, I'll get into that. So okay, I'm struggling honestly. I'm very struggling in top three. I'm confused in my one and two. Either Aya no GF or Stage for Actors. But I think my top one will surprisingly be Aya no GF because I know you guys might go crazy, but RB actually has, if please he doesn't have an internet connection problem. This is a team that finally has a really good captain, Ao Zenith. I heard I if you he actually streams his POV. Check twitch.tv/Ao Zenith. He's a really strict guy. I think in game two there's nothing for me to leak if it's down in the internet, but he screamed at his teammates to fucking stop throwing, which is something that I should tell which I told DP and Ziming a million times because those two are my former teammates and I hate playing with them. That's why I'm not playing in this league. And yeah, I think Al Zenith is a really good leader, but way better than me, of course, and also obviously way higher MMR than me and more strict. I think I really have high hopes with him. And this time they have a way better win condition. It's RB. And Jung, I'll be on. Oh, I forgot. Among the ancient players, there was a Treppy, Jung, Chiffon, not Chiffon, Flygon, Nuga. Nah, I think Nuga is still the best 4 to 5 point player, honestly. But Jung close second, honestly. Jung close second. His Dark Seer honestly wasn't the best, but Dark Seer is kind of a complex hero. I don't think you expect a non-immortal player to fully master it. But so far his other heroes, he's been actually doing okay. He's been playing around DP really well. And his Ziming Z has been playing really good compared to Cruel Treppy. Their support duo, Ziming and Ao Zenith, they really control the tempo a lot. And it's very honestly, I think I could say this is the only team. This is among the teams that only has 4 immortals, and there's one ancient player. This is potentially the strongest. So yeah, I hope they'll cause upsets. I think they'll be the nice team to watch. All right, so at number 2, Sage Plus for Actors. I'm so sorry, Skidder, why I didn't put them number 1. It's because I feel like their win condition is very linear. They only want to do 4 protect 1. They only want to make Skidder. You have to carry. Yeah, you're going to play Sven. You're going to everything is onto you. Everything is funneled to you. All the resources, all the time. And
That's not even true, bro.
really,
Honestly,
I
that's
don't
not true.
know.
It's just Skater
That's too
doing
good.
everything.
That
Yeah,
was
All right,
the
my
only
bad,
game
my
I've
bad.
outplayed Beastmaster, I think.
It's like
yeah, exactly. I
no,
think
but
he was
I
just
find it weird how in the game 2, was it game 2 or game 1? The Patapim, they had a Tide and a Crystal Maiden. So I thought, oh, this Beastmaster might get fucked because they have Crystal Maiden to just kill your boar, right? And then I don't know, he didn't do that.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm Mangekyo on this hero. Cannot lose
Mangekyo
on this
only.
hero.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. So yeah.
Yeah,
But
these two
but
remaining
still,
Doma Tinker.
but still a very strong team regardless. That's why I put him number 2 because I hope Miguel and Sage will prove me wrong. I hope from Skinner Prime carrying the team, it'll go triple core, Falcon style, some type shit, whatever. So number 3, I'll probably put wait, who are 3 teams missing? Okay.
Highlighted these three.
Okay. I really want to put Don't Fan Tinker. Because similar to you, I'm also a Nosh fan. Wait, Nosh, please unblock me. That's Skinner Prime, you know? You tell Nosh that for me too. Thank you. Anyways, I'm yes, but that you can type there. Nosh, please. Yes, put it forever there so Nosh can see. All right. So the problem with this Nosh team, as what Sir Prime said, is they're actually getting stronger and stronger. Knightley and Ren have been dominating more, not because they played against Heiki, but I can really see the improvement, especially from Ren. And number 2, they just need to get rid of Shadow. That's all. They just need to get rid of Shadow.
Hello,
That's why
please, no, Aya, no.
What do you mean?
no.
What do you mean by
I'm
that, Drew?
I'm a professional Shadow hater. You shut the fuck up. Everyone.
Bro.
Let's not object me, bro. Dude, Shadow literally is brainless. He only knows how to play one role. He can't do all roles right. He's so fucking retarded. I fucking cannot, man. They replaced him into a different player, an okay, decent post five, and suddenly they're suddenly a really strong team, potentially stronger than Sage or Raptors. And of course, he enabled Nosh the Goat's game, and it did very well. If no Shadow, I'll put them in 3. But Shadow is there, the weight is very big. So the 5. I'll put in the 5, actually. The weight's very big, unfortunately. And then, I think the Curly Parlor goes to the 4th because if there's an Indian version of Shadow, that would be Flygon. But this time actually no. Flygon is playing carry, but Shadow is playing 5, right? Actually, you know what? Switch that back. Switch that back. I think the Curly Parlor has to go to 5 actually.
Even though Sugar Babies beat us, even though they won.
Fluke. That was a fluke.
Okay. Damn.
That was a fluke.
Damn.
And then Sugar Baby, and then maybe no, Nico to the 5. Maybe what do you mean? Nico to the Curry Parlor to the 5, and Don't Ban Tinker to 4 because Flygon is a bigger weight compared to Shadow. To be fair, and Sugar Babies to 3 because even though the team is named Sugar Babies after their Lawrence Savior Sugar, and unfortunately Sugar dropped out because of IRL issues. They have ZTZ, who is off in the sleeping dungeon from playing Night Rain, and suddenly he's back, and not really everyone doubted him, but not everyone was expecting the best out of him because he wasn't very he what's the right word? He hasn't been, I think, rusty, but he hasn't been playing a lot of
He's
competitive.
just
He
he's
hasn't
just
been playing a lot
unknown in the league because he hasn't been playing league for a long
He
time.
hasn't been playing League in a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Everyone was proven wrong. Even Chemister still said, "You're still the GOAT. You're unreal." Damn, I'm amazed at this team. But and that's what Bunny said. They're the most balanced team. But personally, Universe and Mesmer and their 3, 4, 5. They play well together. But sometimes I don't know. They sometimes choke a little, just a little. And unfortunately, this little choke can actually cost them the game. That's all. That's all I have to say. But still a very solid team regardless. And regarding the Curly Parlor, I think everyone loves to watch the Curly Parlor because everyone likes to shit on Flygon's shit gameplay and all. And of course, when you watch Nico and Vilon, the CEO of the Curly Parlor, the owners, the head chefs, you watch them to pull off the impossible freaking OG miracle plays. And of course, they do it. They do it legit. But the problem is, it's either the team loses in 20 minutes or they win in 40 minutes. And they lose all tier 1 and tier 2 towers for some reason. That's all. I think that's all for my ranking. And then what was the follow-up question? The other prediction you had asked?
The game predictions and then most important players or most notable players.
All right, I'll make this fast. All right. As I agreed with Skinner Prime, as you said earlier, it's gonna be full of 2-0s. And as what I explained earlier, that in a group stage, this is where teams get stronger and it's where teams start imploding. So there's some matches that might get a bit too one-sided. So Heiki, I'm really sorry, Heiki. I think it's 2-0 in favor of INLGF because even though Heiki got a good upgrade, I don't think they have time to do scrims. Although I really hope that for them to have a strong playoff playthrough. And then Don't Ban Tinker and Komanyeong. This is a bit tough because if Shadow plays for Don't Ban Tinker, Komanyeong might get away with 2-1. I'm not kidding. And Jazz is playing. Low-key, I actually think Jazz is better than Shadow. And for Group A, actually, can you put 2-1 in favor of Komanyeong if Shadow plays on Don't Ban Tinker? If Shadow doesn't play, Don't Ban Tinker 2-0. And then for Group...
Shadow and Raz are playing.
Yeah. And then for Group A, Vilon, Sage, Raptor. This is going to be an interesting match. Everyone likes to watch the Curry Parlor matches. They've been the comedians in the general chat. They've been very entertaining inside and outside the game. I really love Vilon. He's a really great guy. Even in Phoenix League, he's a very nice guy to me. and destroyed me also. Really, really good player and really funny guy. And I know he's a carry main. For some reason, he's nice enough to adjust to the offlane for Flygon. It's so fucking unreal. He pulls off crazy plays. He's very Dota high IQ, such as the Yule's tactic review against Ursa. Very smart. I think it's very close. Maybe 2-1. Maybe 2-1 in favor of Sage Fractors. But still, I expect 3-1 our games. Please make it happen, Zero Prime. Thank you. And Sugar Babies, Pagpag, Patapim. If he doesn't play in the Steam Deck, if he plays on the Steam Deck, Sugar Babies 2-0. If he doesn't play in the Steam Deck, potentially a 2-1. But Sugar already has CT now. It's a huge boost.
Yeah, I think the first two matches are gonna be like the
Yeah.
ones to watch.
Actually, no, take it back. Steam Deck or not, I think Sugar Babies 2-0 actually. Yeah, I think that's it.
Any
MVP?
most impactful
MVP?
players?
3 among the 3 standout players.
Any number,
Yeah.
please give it.
Same as Bunny again. I think, but I think Chiffon and Vilon, those two have been pulling the crazy impossible. Honestly, super impossible. Yeah, Chiffon, Vilon, and my third, Scared Prime 2, because he really showed the performance of a really legit carry player. And I want to add ZT also, but the problem is ZT only played 1 series. Maybe I'll just judge by players who played 2 series. How about that?
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Anybody
I think
else?
So not sure.
Jump. I was gonna say Jump because he really played an insane Magnus,
It will be one
but
series though.
he
Only
didn't play
one
once. Yeah. It's hard. I think. I could say I'm confused between Zenith or Nosh. Although those two complete different roles, complete different jobs, but Nosh is the another Mangekyo descendant, similar to Scare Prime. Yes, sir. Of course, I know this shit, man. He's that evil scientist at 2 a.m. He will search Dota 2 Pro Tracker, but Dota 2 Pro Tracker is dead. You can't see Pro Pubs. So I don't know what the fuck Nosh will do. He'll probably go to a stream. He'll probably bully Z Dota again in stream snipe his ass. I have no fucking clue what he's gonna do. But I'm very sure he's the scientist. He's the most evil scientist among this whole league. He'll probably cook something crazy. I hope Scare Prime catches up. And because he's your goat, right? And then well, what's that hesitant moan there? I thought he's your goat.
Yeah, man. He is a scientist.
He's a scientist, exactly. So I really hope he'll pull off something insane. That's all I can say.
I think he's working on it.
That's why you're trying to go
Yes.
next.
I
Put
think I'm done. Sorry it took too long, guys.
put me and you to the down. Put it down so that it's easier to see.
Like this.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Alright, that's why. Who are you going with?
Bro, I don't know, man. I mean, like the obvious one and the below. I think, for me is like, Jeff. Like, I mean, I don't think the team is now weak or something like that. But then again, I think like if something need to change in the team, maybe Jeff need to step up and like tell his team to what to do and things like that. Instead of like maybe he's like just chilling and things like that. I think because like he has the highest MMR kind of thing, he has to have his own game plan convey to his teammates instead of like just everybody do their own stuff and then they hope they win kind of thing. At least every time when I watch them play, they kind of like lack a plan. They don't know what to do. Like their mid don't really know what to do. Their carry don't really know what to do kind of thing. It's just very so-called like no plan, no objective taken. Like compared to like the Jeff performance like back in another league that I played with you, Flygon, on Wildcards, Jeff would have been around the map taking objectives and stuff. But here he's like kind of like he's just being chilling kind of thing. So I'm not blaming him. I really think like the team has potential, but he really has to step up as a leader, as the as a leader of the team kind of thing. So yeah, for now I think they are still there. And then, okay, to be fair, the other one would be like Pak Pak Pada team or or KMY, right? Because like they already like 0-2, they are confirmed low bracket kind of like material and stuff like that. Maybe KMY still have a little bit of chance to get into tiebreak, but well, I mean, don't bank on it kind of thing, you know. So I really think that Pada team can win, you know. Like I want them to win, but unfortunately it's really difficult. As you prove, like they throwing their games like left and right, you know, like having like 20k net worth lead, or you know, like even the games where they, you know, make the opponent, you know, like cheese pig, you know, Bad Rider,
Huskar.
Huskar, and somehow they still lost, bro. Like they were like eating them for lunch, but they still lost, you know, kind of thing. Like I'm not too sure like whether it's like a problem with like communication, or like, you know, a problem like synergy or something like that. Like their own individual skills are quite good. It's just that they don't mesh well together for some reason. Yeah, that's all I can say. It kind of until a point where, you know, like they were like, you know, flaming each other kind of thing, where they want to, whether they want to go high ground or whether they want to go and, you know, shove a lane or things like that, bro. Like I don't understand. Can you guys just have a game plan? Can you just have a shot caller kind of thing? You know, like that they probably have like too much like very how do I put this, strong opinion people like in the team kind of thing. So I'll put them at 7. I'm sorry, but like yeah, kind of thing, like they have to fix it. If they fix it, I'm pretty sure that they can probably have a lot of like success, like potentially winning the league. But for now, like I don't see it, you know. So yeah, 7th place Pak Pak. And okay, if KMY has like me replacing Dress, I think like I'm, you know, KMY is number 1. But unfortunately, some of the admins said no, you know. Like I don't know, Chief. Why? I'm also 1 point. I'm 3k.
Your mom.
I
Your mom.
well, yeah. I mean, please, you know,
Oh, what was that
let me
mean?
play, bro. Let me in, bro. Stop making me in the prison, bro. I want to play. I want to replace Dress, bro. Man.
Keep going, keep going.
So yeah, I mean,
Same
I'm not
bottom
too
three,
sure
same
like
top five.
what's happened with like KMY kind of thing. You know, like a maybe it's the draft effect kind of thing. But week 2 they really look like shit kind of thing. Like their highest ranked player was kind of like plumbing. You know, like Mason was plumbing on that Bristol, that kind of thing. You know, that kind of things. It might be the effect of like having someone else to stand in for dress, right? Because like I think in our before this whole thing happened, we were talking about Dress. We were saying that how he plays a lot with like high rankers, right? It's not like you know, like normal average 3k players. They don't really have all this kind of experience in like a 7
Yeah, like
8k
players
lobby.
playing with the high rank
But
players
Dress
or in
has
the
all
league.
this kind of experience.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
to compare Dress 3k to other average 3k out there is kind of unfair kind of thing. So when you bring an actual 3k in, it feels a little bit like off for the team, right? It doesn't look as strong anymore. So the dress effect is always still there, kind of. So, I mean, I would want Dress to step up this time. Like, you know, he actually plays. It would be nice, you know, to see KMY get into a tiebreak, 3-way tiebreak, and play with everyone, and potentially, you know, like prove us all wrong and go into the upper bracket. But for now, it kind of looks a lot like you know, the post vibe effect is real. Right. So 5.
He's 5. Top 5.
No, as in 5. My
Yeah.
5th place.
Which one?
Uh, well, I think I kind of a little bit agree with like Aya on the point where don't ban Tinker. It's not like I don't believe in Nosh or like, you know, Nightly kind of thing, but like
Shadow weight.
I don't think Shadow is a bad player. Like really, I really don't think so. But the fact that he plays too little of like the role that he's forced into playing kind of thing for Nosh is a bit like maybe lower than his strength kind of thing, you know, his third preferred role. I think this is like something when Knightley pick him, I don't know, bro. Like it's either like Nosh, he really thought that Nosh is gonna be 5 or something, right? I mean, at the same time, like Knightley team here also have like I see the potential in Piet because like he really popped off in the last series kind of thing. Like both games he really performed, right? On his last track he was kind of a beast, you know, he was just everywhere and he was just beating everybody, you know. So I can see the potential, but for now, like because like that series, they actually had someone that is a post five to play for them. So that's why they were kind of strong, you know. But now that they have someone that's on a third preferred role to play with them a little bit, right? Not flaming him again. I'm not flaming him, but it's just that unfortunately, that's the cards that they were dealt with. So number five, 4-3-2-1. Yikes, bro. I'm gonna put like sugar babies first. Okay, I mean, okay. To me, I feel right the whole difference between sugar and ZT Arthur is that Arthur will actually kind of lead his team to do stuff or things like that. I mean, it's not too like apparent in the first series because maybe people were still like kind of testing out whether like this guy is this guy for real kind of thing. Can this guy really be better than Sugar or on the same level of Sugar kind of thing, right? So maybe the teammates are a little bit like like suspecting, you know, like or have
They didn't
doubts, you
trust
know,
him
kind of
fully.
thing in their mind. So, but after like how he showed them and the dollar IQ that he have, I kind of think that he will step up, and then now he will actually be the like the one that shot calls in the team kind of thing. And he is a very good player, right? Albeit like sometimes he throw, but he proven that he could have he can also beat like Nico in mid lane, you know, like in game three, and he also can like 1v9 in game two kind of thing, right? Even in game one, it was like a good game from him also. It was just that unfortunate that they kind of lost to like a very high IQ gameplay from Dire side, right? Which is like Flygon's team. But yeah, for now, I feel Sugar Baby is number one, and number two is who else did I not say? I think Aya no Jeff. Yeah, Aya no Jeff should be number two. I don't hate Skeeter Prime. I put Skeeter Prime on number three, but like I don't hate him or his team or anything. But then I kind of feel like they have a very, how do I put this? They have like one very straight game plan. It's like if Skeeter Prime pop off, we will win game. But if Skeeter Prime somehow, you know, like get dealt with, suddenly they cannot win. And I think that with all these like top tier teams or rather like all these teams where they actually have like a good leader kind of thing, they will try to shut down Skeeter Prime as much as they can. Instead of like just letting him roam free and farm until like next life to come out, right? So like I feel like people are gonna catch on to it and try to do something about it instead of like just letting him, because I see how Skill Prime team works a little bit. I think other people also know. They kind of just, you know, like there are sometimes when you look at their supports, right? Like their supports maybe like 13 minutes, right? The supports are still not level 6 kind of thing. Like I think it's very sacrificial for them to like make space for Skidder. Like if let's say really Skidder just got caught or like, you know, like just somehow got halted on his timing and everything, and then like the supports don't even have levels to like really help him out. I think it's a really like a all or nothing kind of gameplay, right? Hopefully they you know like they actually prove me wrong, you know, like they could actually pull this 4+1, you know, kind of thing properly, and you know like Skeeter said, you know, like number one kind of thing, like just win it all. But for now, like a little bit too much, like a lot too much of pressure on him. Yeah, so this is my ranking. Number four is number four, right? They are in the middle where either they pop off, they or they don't, right? A very good team, but not as balanced as the one on the first three, on top three. Yeah.
My turn. I'm gonna be boarding this. I think I'm gonna copy these as well because I think this team is cooked. I fear. I think Staya said the 5-pin noise, the lowering supports, and like I think Bunny was right. I think the team tilts too much. They have mentality issue with them. I don't know why, but they seem to have issues when the game is like they're closing out games. They win their lanes and they can't. They don't know. I think the supports are clueless. They don't know how to progress the mid game, and I don't think the cores call shots enough. And like somebody said, we leash Ritsu, it's fine, but who's gonna leash Ritsu here? Like who like is Abyss can leash Ritsu? He's the one who Ritsu's calling out for like calling the GG button or like playing on Steam Deck. So he's not going to listen to Abyss. And Treppy himself, I think he's not able to keep up. So I don't think he can leash Ritsu and play his own game. I don't know if Krul can as well. Both already struggling to keep up. So like, is it really on the carry player to leash his mid player and tell the team? I don't think Carl can do all that. So I think this team is just cooked. I'm sure. And
Nico
sixth
Musume would
place,
be too busy with his own game as a carry player. Yeah.
sixth place. I think I think I'm still a bit rough because I was very disappointed in watching the week 2 games, mostly from the mid lane. Like I think even Arthur on stream, I think Arthur was saying the same thing before the game 1 in VC and game 2 on the stream is the same thing. We were both very disappointed when we saw from Han Solo after the Cop and Puck were banned. Like this felt like it's not a. It felt like it's worth half the points or something after the 2 heroes got banned. And I don't think you can have a two hero pool on a core role in this league. Like it's just gonna get banned like that. So yeah, I'm like if Han Solo shows that he has more heroes he can play and that the Cop Puck ban doesn't like make him a non-factor, then maybe this team has more potential. It can be even like top 4. But it's very hard time putting Han Solo a team with this kind of a mid player anywhere higher than this. And I think Bunny also told me, I think Mason will play more of a carry style role and like have the game depend more on him. Because he's playing space makers like Doom and BB, but who's he making space for? Like who's gonna carry the game when he makes space?
That's right. Let me in, Flygon. Let me in.
Like who's gonna shut up? Who's gonna like Han Solo's not gonna carry the game? He bans 2 heroes, and Bunny doesn't play that style of offlane. So like if he plays sacrificial also, who's gonna be the win factor? So I think he should just focus on being the late game, the be all end all win condition, and let his team be the space makers. Because Han Solo's 2 hero pool is like naturally space making. Bunny is a space making offlaner player, and supports as you all know. Neither of them play the Mesian style of pick NP by Maelstrom and carry the game kind of players. They just both support. They prefer to play the actual supports. So he should just play hard carry and carry his team. But yeah, it's a bit rough. 5. I'm going to say this. I think not to flame Shadow, but both more of the. I think Seri really popped off as a sub. Like the last series against Hickey was basically a sub diff. I want to say. No offense to Aya and Yang was sub, but Seri was like on point. Like he actually upgraded the team as a sub instead of because maybe it's easy. Maybe it's not hard to upgrade because Shadow is not a main support player, but Seri really upgraded the team.
It's very easy to upgrade Shadow. Come on, guys. I'm not saying Seri's a bad player. Seri did really good job, but it's not that hard. It's not that hard to impress.
Seri match all around. But yeah, Seri did a really good job of thing. Also, I'd like to have one more thing for Pak Patapim. I think it's what somebody else mentioned. I think he was. I don't know if he's joking or said it, but I think in my streaming, Ritsu might be the worst player in captain's mode. Because in captain's mode, this is how Ritsu starts thinking. He thinks he wants to cheese. He's not thinking too much about trying to cheese the enemy thing or picking weird picks instead of just playing his normal heroes. Like just play his normal Embers or Puck or whatever. Like look at the four games he's played. Like he's played Portal, Kunkka, then like Bat Rider, Husker. Just play the normal mid heroes and don't stop trying to cheese and like I don't know. It's not working out. Just go back and start playing normally. Like instead of trying to do this, but it's just like he's just hyper focusing on stuff in captain's mode, I guess. Fourth place. This is gonna be I'm placing this team the lowest out of all 5 of us, but I'm gonna say this. It's a bit unfair to them, maybe. I think Shiraprem was right. I think the week 1 win was unlucky, and I think this team was the better team, and they just got unlucky with how the game went. And I think week 2. Okay, I'll go off the week 2 game, the game they played against us. Game 1 especially, it felt like it was Arthur against the world. I did not feel sufficient impact for the other 4 players. Like ChatGPT was giving G Ice Path literally every fight. My team was wondering why he always has Ice Path. So I don't know. I don't remember Mesport anything notable that game. Universe, he played well early on, and then in the middle game he just started running down mid on Ice Circle and feeding like randomly. Like my team was also confused why the Night Striker is playing there alone, why he's feeding. And Musamir and Kunka, like he didn't play bad, but he didn't really do anything. It was like not flame him, but we didn't really see him do anything. It's more of Arthur making all the moves. And if the team doesn't follow up, they lose the fights. And then my team just itemized to counter Arthur. We didn't care about the other four, and that's all we needed to do. We just had to mainly itemize to deal with Arthur, and then the team is not a threat anymore. And I think this team has that as an issue they might need to fix. Like even in game 2, Musami is on sniper here, supposed to be win condition. Like my team just ran on the sniper and the team wasn't able to back him up. I think Desire didn't die the entire game until that last fight, and the one fight he died, he lost the game. But like they had a shaman the entire game, and the shaman was not able to catch the Ember. The Ember had no Lincolns. His Ember with no Lincolns. And the shaman was not able to catch the Ember when the Ember was literally diving head first into his entire team and killing his sniper. So it feels very suspicious that the team isn't able to isn't the 3-4-5 don't feel like they're doing what they should be doing with the points. And it depends on whether if they play these roles and Mushamir doesn't feel as impactful on mid. Like the game 3 where he played carry and Arthur played Shadowfield mid, that game you saw it's a night and day difference. The team won in 20 minutes basically. But Mushamir played his natural role carry and Arthur was able to handle the middle lane. So maybe if they swap that role, maybe they'll have a better chance. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just. But I will say this team also got upgraded. I don't think the team with Sugar. I think if they played with Sugar instead of ZTZ, I think we still 2-0 them. It might be a bit biased, but I think we were a 2-0 them any day. If we didn't have ZTZ carrying that game on the Morphling, I don't think Sugar can do the same thing in that kind of game. Or even if Musami is playing carry with Sugar mid, I don't think in that game he can carry that game. I think that's a ZTZ carry game. So the game
I feel like that's a lot of ifs and buts though, because I feel like their strength is them being able to do that. Swapping the only team in here so far that's done that, which is swapping the mid and carry for their roles.
No, but the swapping the mid and carry is only a threat if they're equally good. Like they're good on both roles. Or it doesn't feel like Musami or mid has had the impact that he has on carry. I'll be real with you. I don't know if you watched the games, but that's what I feel. That's what other people also feel.
That game they were owning until you guys came back. So I don't feel like.
But yeah, they're owning, but I didn't feel like the Kunkka was the reason they're owning. I feel like they also was carrying the game, and they also the NS having a good game. The NS started running on mid. I did not feel like the Kunkka was the one in control of the game.
Fair
And you'd expect that from the mid laner normally. You see, or at least maybe I have high expectation because I have Chiffon on my team, and he's normally that kind of player. So maybe I'm a bit skewed in that viewpoint, but it feels I feel like this team got a bit lucky. Like in the week 1 against Skipper, and week 2 they got lucky. They got an upgrade. I'm not sure. Maybe they'll prove me wrong. Maybe they're lucky wrong. I'm not sure. I think they still win week. I think this is still a free 2-0. Like everyone's been saying, this is still like the freest 2-0 of their life because this team is just inherently cooked. But I think in the playoffs they might get actually tested. Once the other teams figure out their stuff.
I mean, they are not like 100% cook kind of thing. Like because Trappy, Carl Lane is probably gonna win, right?
No, I don't. The lanes are gonna win. I don't think the lanes. The problem is that after the lanes win, they're clueless in the mid game, and I don't think that's good. I don't think you can fix that because the only player who can control them is playing carry. So maybe if they swap Ritsu to carry, but then you have Carl playing mid and Ritsu and carry. I think that's a weaker player role combination. Or maybe the Carl picks a space making carry and Ritsu plays like TA or whatever. Maybe that can work if Ritsu plays farming mid and.
Have they not tried that? Was that not what was it?
They haven't done that.
Mid and DK carry.
Huskar mid, but I don't think Ritsu's not a Huskar player in my opinion. So I don't know what Ritsu's carry style mids are, but I don't think I don't consider Ritsu a Huskar player. He picks it, but I don't think it's not one of his heroes.
They just threw because of questionable plays later on, but they worked out.
No, I think I have to give props to the Radiant team this one. It's not like they really did something. The whole reason why they started to lose was that smoke that Scare Prime on the Sylvan straight away he saw the Huskar, right? And then he just smoked and killed him off and then everything just started to go downhill because they lost
I will
momentum
say one
on
more thing.
bias.
Even in
Like,
the game they played against us, right? Like, I think the casters were asking, like, how do we wondering whether you got lucky, but we smoked him. We ran at him because we knew he was out of position, and we kind of abused like him being a bit in weird spots away from like because the fight around Roche Pit. The first I started running the game, but I think I was playing Jug against the Doom. But he was on Kunkka, and then we saw him on the observer or the watcher. We just ran at him. We smoked and ran at him, and the draw was not there. And they came and fought after that. Like because in a normal situation, your mid dies there, your carry is not there. The team would just bail. Like everyone should know how to bail. But the 3-4-5 just ran into continuing the fight. The carry never joined, and no one's like said anything to go back or whatever. So like just like no one's calling the shots. No one knows what they're supposed to be doing. Like they're all confused. Like
That's fair.
like you mid dies there, and your carry is not. You don't take that fight, but they ran in with the rest of the three and they fed heroes. It's not the first time they're doing that. So they're just playing on instinct. They're not using their brains in the actual game. Anyway, top three. It's actually rough, but because okay, I will say two, and I'll go into this first. I'll get back to my team later. I'll get back to my teams later, but I think these two teams are really solid. Just that, like everyone's mentioned, I think the game is too dependent on Skater Prime. This team, and like I haven't seen the other players step up yet. Maybe that will change in the future series, or maybe Skater Prime is just that good he can still carry them even if they don't step up. But it feels like the strategy is like very similar to this team. That's why like I put them in fourth for a reason, right? It feels like there's only one player, and then if the one player's hero gets extreme, like the item is to counter the one player's hero. Will the other players be able to still make enough space for him? That's my issue with this team. This team, my issue is like RB showed he can play TB, showed he can play Meepo. Like if the heroes get banned, will RB be as him? He's a very good player, don't get me wrong. He's one of the best carries in the league, but will this team still have the same impact? Because the team right now, they have Auzeneth, the highest ranked player, basically saving RB's lane. And like you don't really consider DP or junk players worth banning out because they're like low rank. You would consider banning out RB's TB and RB's Meepo maybe. So if you ban that, with the 19-point player supporting this guy, as the rest of his heroes good enough to like make it worth it is what I'm considering. Because like it's not like Han Solo wise he's just completely useless, but he's still going to lose a fair bit of his value. I feel so. I'm not sure who gets third and who gets fourth between the second and third. I think probably I have a bit more faith in RB, so I'll probably go with this. I think that RB on other heroes is still be decent enough. And Auzeneth is like everyone said, Auzeneth is the captain that a lot of these teams might like. I think this team needs a captain like Auzeneth, if I'm being real. Because he just controls this team, make sure that they don't throw the game, that they know what they're doing. And one more thing, props to RB. We watched the VOD of Auzeneth's perspective. You'll see that he's the one who actually watched your first game, and he called out that Han Solo can only play 2 heroes. And he told his captain to ban those heroes, and then you saw the result. So RB is actually taking an active impact in scouting, and he's actually tryharding this league, which I've not seen from RB before. So we might see a different side of RB this tournament, is what I feel.
Very sweaty over this league right
He's
now.
actually sweating, which is like, I'm actually happy. Like, I've never seen that before from RB, so I'm actually happy to see this side of RB. And last but not least, first place, I will give it to my team. Because I think my team has been, we have the most garbage safety, and we still make those games look close. And I think me and Nuga practiced a lot since then. We think we've improved. We'll see in officials if we've actually up there. And I think G was not at his best last season. And I think we've, like, how do you say this? We played slightly better that series. We were 1-2-0 that series, even with Arthur. We played slightly better. Like, the game 2 was extremely winnable. We should have won that lane harder, and we should have had played, like, the fights a bit better. I think game 2 was very winnable. And I think this is, like, one thing my team has is that I think this team also has it. This team also has it. I'm not sure. Maybe this team has it. Maybe this team. I'm not sure this team has it. Maybe this team has it. I don't think the ZTZ team or the Nikomosu team have this. They have a support player. Like G kind of knows what to do, and we have also like, especially we have Elon who's very good at shot calling. Like with him, without Viron, the team is like massive difference. Like even the first game we won, he's the one who gave the idea of like we all buy Yules and we all play to like save each other. We all play to save each other. We play to not die the initial burst from the Asa. We kite him around. We kill him after the enrage. Like so far, every game, even the games we've been losing, all the comebacks, basically him telling the team what to do for the comebacks. Like you see him fading in all the games, but a lot of the times he says, "Okay, somebody has to go die. It's my turn." He goes down a lane, pushes the lane out, and goes and dies and makes space. Like he's actively thinking what he's doing. It's not like he's making mistakes and dying. He's dying on purpose to like, make space for the team. Like he knows what he's doing. He feels like he's in control of the game, and like he's just being held back by his other two players. So like if me and Nuka step up, and if G gets back to his usual game, I think Shifam will always own this kind of game. And like if Viram will make space and he'll do his thing from the offense. So I think if me and Nuka step up this week, or for this week onwards, I think this team is largely like will actually go all the way and will just win the entire thing.
This is the biggest massive copium I heard today.
Yes. Yes.
I
it is-
agree
it is what-
actually.
Yeah.
Because from
Maybe
the games that I-
it's very likely this bias. Maybe I'm just coping too hard
Yeah.
on myself and Nuga's improvement. How much we can improve in 1 week of practice or whatever. But yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see the games go on. We'll see if I'm coping with it. I'm right.
I think there will be a big improvement if Nuga will play the carry. That's all I can say.
you think you want to see another like shadow like post fire on Flygon? You want to see my post fire really?
Yes. It's so much better than yours.
I mean,
Anyway.
I kind of like how the whole ranking is like from all of us, right? Everybody kind of have a little bit of different of like
Yeah.
who they think is like the stronger team kind of
The
thing.
same top.
Like there's a
bottom
lot
three
of
and same top
variety
five,
on this.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean like the regardless, right? The bottom three is kind of very consistent. Everybody kind of like just agree that these are the top bottom three team. But like the top five team, there's a lot of variety, right?
Yeah.
A lot of different matchup, a lot of like different outcome and things like that. So I kind of like this.
All I
Go
can
for
say
the
is you
predictions.
guys already rated once, and your first two teams are now bottom two, so I don't know what to say.
Okay, in my defense, I always had this team as second. I don't know, GF. I always had them as second in my defense.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
to
the other
in my
players-
defense kind of thing, there are a lot of like new players into the league and everything, right? And you kind of like never see them play. So like this is like after we have saw like a lot of different players like playing and kind of like the whole team that their team dynamic and everything. So like yeah, opinion change, right? I mean it's not like we 100% think like this is gonna be like the final thing, right? Like
I will have one
Papa
more
Pana
thing.
team had like 5 Pinoys kind of thing, Like we thought that it would be easy, like cause they speak their own language and they play a lot with each other, but somehow, they just implode like during the games. So,
Mentality issue. 5 pinners don't work out, I guess. Savage was right. So one more thing I would like to point out. I did say in the first week that if my team, because the reason I put my team a bit lower is that I know Shifam around. I didn't know how good Viron and G would be on their roles. So I've never seen G play offlane, and I haven't seen Viron play in the last 5-6 years. So I wasn't sure them. But after playing a bit with them, watching the games, like both Viron and G have matched have gone way higher than what I expected them to show. That puts my team higher than what if I knew how good they were, I would put them high. I would put us first to begin with. Is what I would say. Despite me and Nuga pulling the team down, I think the other three are really really good when they're on their game. For predictions, I think this will be a 2-0 or 2-1 in our favor. 2-0 Sugar Baby's favor. 2-0 I Know Girlfriend. And a 2-0 or 2-1 in Ron Bantinka's favor. My predictions.
you already know that they're gonna spend like 8 bands on Nico and you still think that you're gonna win, bro. I
Yeah.
think you're coping too hard, bro.
I think
I'm
we're
just
still
saying.
gonna win. I still we're still gonna win.
Okay,
Wait.
bro. See you.
Wait.
See you on Saturday, I guess.
You have to be confident anyway. There's no point in not being confident.
Flygon. I have a question. I don't remember exactly, but I feel like you guys have not won a game, by winning the lanes, right?
Yeah,
Like you guys
not
have
yet.
always just won games with comebacks, right? Is that
Yeah.
correct?
We had laning issues so far. I think we practiced that the most in the last week. So maybe we'll show improvement. That's what I feel.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. We haven't won a lane in any of the games yet. You're correct about that.
I mean, like you are thinking like the point where you like the one carry in that team had like no lower net worth than the opponent post for, bro. I don't know, man. I think you're coping really, really hard on that.
Maybe we'll see. I mean, like everyone doubted me in wildcards too, and we still won wildcards. So smiley face.
Nah. Stop. That's
Okay.
not even on
Okay, I'll
you,
stop.
bro.
Okay,
You had
that
like
was too much. That was
3
too
and
much.
12. Bro, if you show Skitter Prime your gameplay on Slut right now, I don't know, bro. And you say that you win because of you? Yikes,
No,
man.
I
I
think we
don't know
won
what you.
despite me. So maybe I'm not as bad as you guys think. Who knows, copium?
Nah.
Okay, that was too much copium. Anyway, the last thing before we wind up, I want to give my most impactful players. I think I would have this similar. I think I said something similar in the pre-draft thing, but that time we didn't have Arthur in the mix. So with Arthur in the mix, I think these are my top 3 players. I think Chiffon 1, and then 2, 3 is tied. I'm not sure who's the better carry player. They're both like best carry players in the league. Top 2 carry player in the league is Skitter Prime and ZTZ. And I think like that's the reason that the reason the teams are this good is because they have this player that they can enable. Like I think if you replace Skitter Prime or Arthur with a random 17-point sub, I think these teams plummet in terms of their potential. Because these two players are playing at and above their rank. Like I think Arthur's a massive upgrade from Sugar, even though it might not seem like that. I think no offense to Sugar, but I think Arthur's is that much of a better player, and he kind of showed that in the Morphling game. Also, he has played 1x9. I don't think Sugar can 1x9 that kind of game, or Musami on carry cannot 1x9 that game either. I feel like he showed us why he's such like he's a player who would be in high demand if he was still in the draft pool.
If there's one thing I can say about Arthur is don't give him his ghoul heroes. You know,
They don't give him the TB or the. I think Game 3 is banned or TB and Morphling. Also, we is
TB,
banned TB
SF,
Morphling.
Morphle, you know what he's gonna play. Like
Yeah.
those heroes, like he's best on them. Like just don't give it to him, or
Yeah.
perhaps like pick counters into them.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah.
If he gets a free TB or a free Morphling, like, I think we even knew the Morphling is coming in the game, but we didn't pick to counter because we were too focused on our draft. We didn't think the Morphling would be that as much of a problem as it was. Then after game 2, we realized now we have to best ban the Morphling every game for now.
I mean, also like to be fair, like Nico has been showing that why he's like the best mid laner in the whole
Yeah.
league right now. Yeah, he is one of, if not the best mid lane right now.
I
Like
think he's like
showing
the
and
MVP of the league. So I love the league so far in terms of like how he's played. Like he's clearly
He's the best.
yeah. He's I think he's had the best individual performance of all the players in the league in all of his games. Even the games that his team has lost, he has shown like he's the X factor of the team, regardless of the win or loss. And more notable shoutouts, I'll give a shout out to Vilon and Ozenda for being able to shot call and lead their team. That's something that's really impressive. A lot of teams would like the kind of thing. And another shout out to Knightley for being a beast on post 4, being at and above his points. John for that game 3 against KMY, that Magnus RPs that led to the comeback was amazing. Any others? RB himself for he exceeded despite a lot of us trolling him, he did a really good job on the thing. And Sage, okay, Sage has done better than I expected him to do, and Bient as well. Like considering their past history, I did not expect them to pull off this kind of performance. Han Solo would be here if I didn't see the games after they banned his heroes. Like week for Han Solo I would have mentioned Han Solo, but based on week 2, nah. And Abyss has so disappointed me. I'm sorry, Abyss. I thought I had more expectations from you. But yeah, I think that's my take on it. Maybe you want to say anything before we wrap up?
Can I join KMY?
Can I
No.
join KMY too?
No.
Why do you guys want to join a sinking ship? I don't get it.
I want to play
What
with
do
you.
you
They want
mean?
to play
Let
with you,
me
Money.
in,
They want to
bro.
play with you.
Okay.
I want to play.
gonna
I want
sync
to
with
play with the KMY gang, bro. What do you mean?
I want to play with Company too. What's wrong?
Exactly. What's wrong? I'm 1 pointer. Aya is not. Aya is capping, bro. But I 1 point.
No, you're capping.
Nah.
Any-
You have an
any-
immortal
any-
medal, bro.
Anything else
nah,
I
before we
can't
wrap
find
up?
an
Or?
immortal medal in my accounts, bro. What do you mean?
Okay,
Nah.
we're getting sidetracked. Guys. Anything before we wrap up, or have we done?
I'm done. And nothing else.
Anything
to say.
you want to say, Skier Prime?
I'm gonna be in Komanyeong, guys. Let's go.
All I would say is that maybe the Pag Pata team might surprise us. That's all.
Okay.
Is it because
Right.
of like of like our prediction again?
I would be happy to see that. Yeah, Abyss is my boy as well.
I
I
think
used to
they
always
just might
play with him.
surprise us.
So
That's all.
if he wins, I'm happy.
Think you guys hating a bit too much. Like it's not like they are bad. They just don't go together. I think if they start going as 5 people when they are 20k gold ahead, they might win more games.
I agree. I agree.
I think like we not hating on them. That's exactly what I said also, I think.
Yeah,
Players are
like
good.
mean,
There's no burden to shot to
Yeah,
control the team
we
on
are not
short
trying
term.
to like flame them or anything. Like every
yeah,
time they were playing, they just like Trigon say, right? They just like someone to short call. Everybody just want to do their own thing. I kind of feel like it's a more like an ego issue. Maybe if they just put down their ego, they probably perform way better than whatever they had.
I agree, and I still think like there is like short time to fix that. So I think I will put them still where they are right now, but they might surprise. But I think I'm very happy with my standings. I think they will be very correct.
We shall
Me
wait
too.
and see.
I'll still stand by my picks.
Yep.
All right. I'm off now.
Thanks
All right.
everyone for coming.
So,
See you, and thanks everyone who's watching. We'll see you guys again for the next podcast, which should be after the group stage. We'll have bracket predictions and stuff. So we'll see you guys then. Thanks, Kidder Prime. Thanks, Bunny, for taking your time and joining us. And
all
signing
good.
out. Bye bye.